Outside of Bill, is there anyone else that you guys approached that you wanted to include that ended up not wanting to be part of the movie?
Yeah, well, obviously the two, the two biggest names in the film obviously were Trevor and Reuben. Reuben obviously being a part of the original Fu Manchu lineup on those original albums that were huge. Same with Nebula. So of course, yeah, I wanted to, dig a little into, I tried to get somebody from one of the who's in both of those bands, actually, obviously. But I think it's the same kind of thing. I think a lot of it was most of the guys we explained to them what the idea was about, but obviously, like I said, we had nothing to reference it and say, hey, it's going to kind of be like this. And
Mhm.
because we didn't have already, like I said, too much. I mean, like I said, Tanner said he has a couple of films, but in terms of us working together and just something out there that a lot of people know about, we didn't have anything. So I think it was, well, what's this going to be? If I'm going to go reach out and ask this guy to be in it, I mean, first of all, as we know, a lot of times when people come up with these ideas, they start filming, they put out trailers. These films don't get finished,
Right.
and so I think that was the other thing was just like, well, is this going to even go through? Right? I mean, because we're just as I say, two clowns with a camera, going and filming these guys. So they're just like, they don't know how professional it's going to look because we just got a camera. We're asking them, we're interviewing, we're doing things. So they just didn't really. We've got most of them had come out and said, this was much better than they thought it was going to be. And so I think that kind of gives us an idea. Is okay. They just didn't know, and they were like,
Mhm.
they're just two dudes. It's not like a big, production thing here. So I think they were just hesitant to get anybody else involved and reach out, and then this thing either not happening or it not really being that professional, not looking that great. So again, yeah, I mean, we try, I tried to get, an ex Fu Manchu, Nebula member, but I think because of that, or either, listen, and I don't know what the relationships obviously these guys have with their old bandmates. There might not be, in the case of the guy I was trying to get, he used to be a Nebula. Nebula had two of their bassists die within 1 year.
Mhm.
So it was a real, do you want to really go there and so again, I think just a lot of them were hesitant for that reason. So obviously, like Tanner said, that we definitely had more that we wanted to get, but I think considering we had no background together and had no other product together, I think what they gave us, we're very just grateful they did, and at least we put out a quality film through it. Yeah.
And I also want to add too, I also appreciated all like the secondary players in this.